everyone. My name is Ariel. I'm autistic, and welcome back to another session of Card Talks. I had a little bit of a challenge trying to get everything put together right here, so we're doing it sideways, but I kind of like it this way. It's been really cold here in Oklahoma City, so today is actually fairly nice, and I can have my door open, the sun is shining, and just all the great things. So I want to do today's talk about mental health. So, and to do that would be, or to start it off, everybody struggles with mental health. Everyone has their really great days. Everyone has their, not so great, and then maybe really bad days. It's inevitable for us all to have the moments of weakness, I guess, sadness, struggles, confusion, worrisome, anxiousness, just all the things. However, I think that being someone that is on the spectrum, we have that times 10, so like if we're having a bad day, then our day could just become worse. If we're sad, then we're more likely to become depressed faster, and it lasts longer, get lost in our thoughts, our emotions, especially in our emotions, because we can't really express how we're feeling, so that makes it even more difficult for us to actually pinpoint what the battle is in our mind. Like for myself, I have just recently discovered that I can kind of like determine like when I'm feeling a certain way, but I can't necessarily express what I'm feeling, and it's really hard for me to communicate what I'm feeling. I just go do this like shut down, I only have like tunnel vision on just one emotion, and that's just I'm irritated and I'm angry and I'm frustrated, and this is just it's overwhelming to me. So then, which also led into I have a lack of emotional intelligence, which I think a lot of people on the spectrum have this, but it's something that I'm gonna try to learn to manage and to insert correct word here. What's that word? Let's just say learn how to manage it better, but reverting back into the whole, if being on the spectrum, if we get lost in a thought, the wind, if we get lost in a thought, we don't even know what this thought is per se, then we just go further and further and further down, and then we might become totally discouraged and totally sad, and doing our day-to-day routines becomes even more difficult, because for myself, being autistic, I thrive on routines and structure, and I just love it all. But having the ADHD combined type, I don't want routine. Sometimes I'm just like, throw it out the window. So it's a weird battle sometimes going through having to do both. But back to the mental health. My ADHD brain is like beep, 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 beep. But going back, there was once a comment that was made to me that said, guilt tripping me, it is staying with you because your mental health is not fair, and I shouldn't feel forced to have to stay with you because of your mental health. Now, being autistic, we don't really know how to guilt trip. It's a little secret. because we always feel guilty for something, and we're always trying to apologize and like, I'm so sorry I did this, or are you okay, or what's wrong, or everything, you know. That's not to say we do that in all of our quote unquote relationships. Like, you might do it with some family members, and you might do it with some friends, or vice versa, or relationships. And then, you know, it's not to say that we do it with everyone, or some people might do it with everyone. But, you know, you're always in that state of like, are you okay? Do you need something? Did I do something wrong? I'm sorry. Are you mad at me? Like, we're always in this worrisome state. There is no possible way someone who's autistic can guilt trip somebody into anything. Or at least I personally can't. Now, then the comment of, you know, your mental health, that's difficult too, because then it's like, I've always had people, whether it be friendships, dating ships, relationships, what have you, throw in my autism in my face about, you know, you should act more like an adult, so, or your autism doesn't make you not be able to do this or that, or say this or that. And to say that I've grown accustomed to people talking to me that in that type of manner is probably unfortunate, but it is true. However, I just throwing in something totally different as to someone's mental health is not okay. I think it's just totally just huge disrespect and a huge disregard to the person who is struggling with their own mental health on the day-to-day. And who's to say that if somebody said that to you, they don't actually have their own struggles of mental health? Because they probably do. As I said in the beginning, everyone has great days and everyone has not so great days. But I think and I keep thinking that, you know, the more that you just kind of you know, thinking of the more that somebody wants to express themselves and be open about their diagnosis or diagnoses, you know, that takes a lot of courage. And then to have something whereas people make comments about any part of your diagnosis in any shape or form of any kind, just kind of, it's like you're taking steps back whenever we've tried so hard to put all these steps forward and to keep persevering on. So that's been something that's just been kind of stuck in my mind for a little while. And so those are my car talks. that's my car talk for today. And if this has ever happened to you in any way at any point in your life, or it does happen to you, then I highly encourage you to just take it. I think the correct saying is take it with a grain of salt. I think that's right. Now it might get to you just a little bit, because people that are on the spectrum, people that are neurodivergent, they take something and they take it in so deep. It takes a while to move past it. But I encourage you just to try to stay as positive as you can, and then, you know, say whatever it is that was said to you, or whatever the comment may have been, say it out loud, and then just push it out there, you know. And then maybe even share that with someone who's who understands you and who's very supportive of you, anyone that will help lift you back up, because we have our own struggles day to day, that there's no reason that we have to keep struggling just because somebody said something to us that they know would have been hurtful. All right. Woo. So with all of that, I am headed to school, Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. And if you're not already following me, all of my stuff's below. We got the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all the great things. And I will see you guys next week. Hopefully we still have lots of sunshine and warm weather again next week.